Alright, let's kick it off. Tonight we're playing against Lokomotiv Moscow. I have no idea what's gonna happen, like every game. 18:55 is the kickoff time, so I won't be able to catch it live, of course, neither on TV, but later tonight I will watch it for sure. I really don't know what's gonna happen because Lokomotiv are apparently in bad shape. Just 1 point off from 6 in the league, I think, and in Champions League, of course, they're struggling as well. But come on, guys, we shouldn't even think about this because we are playing so bad lately. So it doesn't matter who we face, we're gonna struggle every single game. So we played Genoa, we struggle. I mean, we played every single game that we played. We have been struggling to win. Of course we won it, but it has been a struggle. Against Lecce we didn't even win. So it will be an uphill battle tonight as well, because it's Lokomotiv is at home, it's in Russia, it will be freaking cold, unusual, and well, Cristiano Ronaldo out of shape, out of form. Well, he is in shape, of course, because he's an animal, but I mean, playing wise, he's just an average 34-year-old, in my opinion, just about now. So, controversial this opinion may be, but that's the way I feel. I want more from him. I don't get it. I want more from him in terms of goals, assists, fire, X factor. I don't get it. So, yeah, I don't know. As far as the starting lineup, well, it's too early to tell right now what's gonna happen, who's gonna start. But the looks of it, it will be SZCZESNY, it will be Alexandro. Quadrado is, of course, out with suspension, so it will be either Danilo or De Sciglio. Doesn't really matter who. Danilo has his faults going defensively, and De Sciglio has its limits going forward. So pick one. Probably De Sciglio will be the safer choice on the right back. In the center of the defense, of course, it will be Bonucci next to either Demiral or Rugani. And my God, if Rugani starts, I will slaughter somebody. But if it will be Demiral, fine, because De Ligt is out injured with his sprained ankle at home in Italy. Unfortunate for him, but also good because he's been playing a lot lately. And going forward, it will be Humpty Dumpty on each side of Miralem, Pjanic. And going forward, apparently Bernardeschi will start again. I hope not. I hope it will be either Ramsey or Douglas Costa. Rumors are that Douglas Costa will be tried as a trequartista behind Higuain and Ronaldo, or Dybala and Ronaldo, because Ronaldo will play anyway. Well, I guess that's fine as well. But Ramsey, Douglas Costa, or Bernardeschi just behind those two strikers. Totally open right now. In 1 hour we will know for sure. Yeah, finale fine, Forza Juve. Prediction: it will be a tough 1-0, guys, like it always is.
Well, halftime, 1-1. I don't know, we have tons of possession, but it doesn't seem that we can do anything about it, because our opposition is so compact in the defense. But we know this. We know this from every single game we play. When we have the ball, it's always gonna be that way. So we need to do something proactive. We need to do something about it. It's the same thing with Allegri last season. When things doesn't work, we need to do something different. With Sarri this time, I just don't see it. I think we're just trying the same thing all over again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. We score a lucky goal. Yes, well, they score a good goal. Cristiano Ronaldo is average, guys. That's just plain and simple. Average, at best. I think Aaron Ramsey creates quite enough, actually. Moves all the time, tries. Khedira has actually been okay. Rabiot has also been trying, but too much inconsistency rather than quality at this moment. And Pjanic has been piss poor, guys. Pjanic has been so poor in the first half. I get that he was man-marked, but it's just simple passes. And his defensive runs are just not good enough tonight. Rugani has done okay. Well, I guess Danilo's done okay as well. We know all about it, his defensive liabilities. Yeah, so that's the way it is, and nothing new, basically. It's open at this time. We can win this, or we can lose this, or we can draw this. So let's go to the second half. 1-1. Let's kill off these guys. I want qualification tonight. Привет, Douglas Costa, как дела? Huh? We win 2-1, guys. Again. It's like standard procedure. This season, 2-1. Well, the bad, this is just an average game. Absolutely nothing special apart from that pure beauty of a run from Douglas Costa right before the final whistle. And we are qualified tonight, which is so freaking nice and delightful. But guy, I have my concerns about the whole project, because it looks like we are nowhere land. I'm missing some progress. I'm missing something that we learn every game. It doesn't look that we take anything from our last game and do something proactive in the next game. It just happens all the time. But we are struggling against teams who play defensively against us, and of course they will. I cannot blame Lokomotiv for playing the way they did, because of course we were gonna have the ball most of the time, and they just need to close up shop. They need just to park the bus, of course, yes. But we need to learn how to unlock it, and this is where Douglas Costa came in tonight and did it. I didn't think that Ronaldo had a particularly good game. I think actually he was piss poor again. I will say that Pjanic also was piss poor tonight. But it was just the X factor. This is what I'm looking for, the X factor of a player, and Douglas Costa can give this to you. It's you need to take the bad and the good with this, on the same package with Douglas, basically, because he can lose the ball quite often, but when he doesn't, he is unstoppable. Tonight he saved our asses big time, so I gotta give him credit. Overall performance, again, it was raining. I'm sick and tired of games with rain, guys, because it slows down tempo. It's so hard. But we need to do better. We need to do better. Overall, let's go to the WOJCIECH. I think he did a very, very okay game. Not his fault that the goal got conceded. Of course, it was always gonna be tough when it's raining, and when you shoot when it's raining, you know, if you play football, it's always difficult to save, well, not concede. So I think SZCZESNY should get a 7 from me, just because he saved everything they can, I think, beside that goal. And of course they had that massive chance in the second half where BONUCCI cleared it off the line. But I think he did okay, so I'll give him a 7. Alexandro, I don't know, 7 as well. Okay performance. Nothing spectacular, nothing bad, just average. Leonardo, BONUCCI, well, much better this time out against Lokomotiv rather than last time. So let's give him a 7.5, because I think he saved our asses at one point for sure. So 7.5 for our captain tonight. RUGANI, however, we get a 5 from me. All over the place, guys, all over the place. Nerves, not of steel, but of I don't know, cotton. He is just so he looks like a youngster who plays his first game for the senior team. No control whatsoever. He does okay in most parts of this game where he's not really challenged, but some stupid decisions out there, it's just not good enough. He is not our starting center back, and he never ever will be. So time to get rid of him. Not in January perhaps, but next season, guys, for sure. This will be his last season in Juve. I really hope so, for his sake as well, because he needs to play, and at Juve he will not do that. If he wants to go into the national team of Italy, he needs to move. Just plain and simple. And well, it's good for us as well. So unfortunately tonight it's just a 5. Danilo, I mean, at the end of the game he will start cramping like he always does. I don't know, that body is so fragile, guys. 7, I guess. It's a completely open, nothing really spectacular. 7. Pjanic will get a 6 from me. Bad game, especially in the first half. Hard for him to control it all. Hard for him to do good, because it's so bad. It's such a bad surface, and its opponent is constantly pressing you. Of course, it's gonna be difficult, but you are apparently a world-class player, so I want you to act like one. Tonight, plain average, 6, just as simple as that. Rabiot, much better, probably his best game for Juve, an official game for Juve. I'll give him a I don't know, I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he did very, very well. Some sloppy start, but overall, I think he did great. So kudos to Rabiot, kudos for him for playing the whole game, and more of this from Rabiot, please. Continue playing him. Let's start him against Milan as well. Come on, Sarri. Have some balls, cojones. Khedira, I don't know. Well, actually not that bad in first half. That pass to Higuain in the first half, guys. Oh, that was a beauty. That was something that Pirlo could have done. But that was actually Sami Khedira. So, yeah, but overall, it's just okay. Just okay. I don't know. Let's be nice this time. Let's give him a 7. just because of that pass. Because he still starts. I don't understand it. He still starts our games, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? I just don't get it. Aaron Ramsey scored, even though it was more of a sloppy goal rather than his sharpness, if you can call it that. 6.5 will be a bit harsh, so I just give him a 7. Because he tries, guys. He's the most technically gifted player out there offensively in the first half, at least, for sure. In the second half, of course, he was much more open, and he got tired at the end of it, and of course, he's not 100% fit either. So 7 for Aaron Ramsey, who got substituted towards the end of the game, and that's totally fine. Bentancur came on for him instead, did okay job there as well. Let's go to Higuain. Tries and works and tries to open himself, tries to find some spaces, but it's always going to be difficult when you play such a defensive opponent. Again, always hard like this, so for him it's just a 6.5, not because he was bad, just because he had limited service, because they were so defensive and they packed the center of their box, so it was always going to be difficult. And Cristiano, it's tough. It's really tough. I get that he has scored 1 million goals. I get that he has 1 million trophies in his at his home. I get that he's the GOAT. I get all that. Fine. But based on tonight's performance, do you really see anything special with that player? I don't, honestly. I haven't seen it this season. Maybe once, maybe twice. But there was just glimpse. This is just like Bernardeschi, guys. One flash, and that's it. And average. And granted, he was substituted towards the end of the game. Yes, thank you. I wish it was way earlier than it was, actually. For rating for Cristiano, dare I say 6. And that's being very nice, because he shot at least. He got into position a couple of times, but that's about it. Poor touches, some bad passes, looks uninterested, doesn't move around, doesn't create spaces for himself. He never tracks back. I don't know. He's just. I'm starting to feel that his arrogance, his interest for the game is his arrogance is eating him up a little bit. I'm careful with my words right now because we don't know, but I just feel that there is something there. He needs a break, or is it something personal, or is it something that he feels that finally maybe that's it, I can't be better than this now, I'm declining, and he's starting to realize this, but he doesn't want to realize it. So the effect of that is so confusing, and this is what we get on the pitch. This is my opinion, this is my honest opinion, and I get that some Ronaldo fans will crush me for saying this, but I will say this. He was poor today, he wasted chances, he didn't create enough for us, and I'm sorry, 34-year-old who is plain average. That's it. And that's just the way, it's as simple as that. Dybala came on, Douglas Costa came on, and of course Rodrigo Bentancur. I will not rate them, of course, but the result is great, but the performance just average. Simple as that. Douglas Costa, my man.